Hey guys, Luke here, and I got a brand new series for you. It's the Aston Villa Football Manager playthrough. Now, up to the very first game of the season. Now, I'm going to be trying to do it sort of the way TrueGeordie and Spencer and HughWizzy do it. Sort of like to do it in that sort of format. But at the same time, would rather get all the preseason shit out of the way. So I went and did all the preseason and all that sort of stuff. And there's a lot of injuries. But I thought I'd go through what's happened so far. And also, I did record the games, so I'll put them in post edit and I'll cut it out, whatever, and you had to see what happened exactly in the games. But for the most part, just gonna be talking about our transfers and tactics and that sort of stuff. So I suppose we'll talk about the tactics. So we got our first one here. Now I'm not one of the real people who are so good at picking tactics and all that sort of stuff. My go-to one for most FIFAs is not FIFAs, Football Manager is usually this one. Or a swapped one where it's the two DMs and the one centre mid or the attacking mid. I did think, however, that with Benteke and Bondahor or whatever, we should have a formation that has two strikers. I'm just not sure what sort of one, whether we'll go 4-4-2 or what. But at this stage, Benteke is injured anyway, so don't have to worry about that. In fact, we got 50,000 injuries. Now, I think that might have been due to the fact that I can change all this sort of stuff now, but because pre-season, I had it set on fitness, which is something I never usually do. It was just something a little bit different I thought I'd try, so I'm not sure if that's the injuries. I did find ball also going down in games a lot, in the pre-season games, which I'll talk about that in a second, but the squad that we've got, I think it's a pretty decent one. They want a mid-table finish, and some okay cup runs and that sort of stuff, but I mean, it's not the best, but that's because we've got a lot of injuries. Once the injuries are gone, I think we've got a pretty strong squad. We should be able to push for mid-table finish, I think. But at the same time, we also got one of the squads that could just flop, whatever. As well, we've got a few youngsters, people like Cleverly, who I'm not really sure on. Delph's a good player. Sanchez is a really good player, but yeah, the back line is not that great. Guzan is not the greatest on this. Okore, not that great. They're all not that great. They're sort of okay. Transfers. Go have a look at the transfers. So what I've actually done. So these are my transfers. There is one that was already done before me, which was Scott Sinclair, and that's going to be 2.5 at the end of the season. But I don't have any control of that. I brought in Gerard Moreno and Zapata as backup strikers. First one, Zapata, it was just due to the fact that he was going pretty cheap and Benteke is going to be injured, and I thought he'd kind of be a similar player to Benteke. And Moreno, who's also injured. Not too much longer. Zapata is not injured, but Benteke and Bondahor, they're all injured. He's just another sort of poacher who I thought, decent finishing, could just slot in there, hopefully. The only other free transfer we had was Diarra. He seems to be pretty okay. Has pretty good stats all around. I think he should be a good backup. CDM did try to get Ben Arthur. He just wanted way too much wages. It was crazy. Also, I tried Cassano, but yeah, just couldn't compete with Everton. And the outs, Westwood, 7.25 million. I'm very happy with that. He's gone there to be a rotation, so I'm not sure what to go there. But I didn't see him as being as worth it being just a backup CDM, and I didn't see him fitting into our centre mid plans either. Shay Given was looked at by Liverpool, and I thought we've got a pretty good young goalkeeper coming through. He's only going to be back up. He was on 50 odd grand a week, sort of gets him off the wage bill. With the hopes of bringing in a Ben After or someone, but didn't really work out that way. In terms of how much money we've got left, we still have a little bit. We started off with 2.5 million. And the big sale of Westwood really helped a lot. Looking at bringing in Antonio Valencia on loan with a future buy, whatever it's called. I thought I'd already done it, but it turns out I hadn't. So hopefully we can bring him in. Wages a little bit of a problem, but United paying most. I think we're going to pay about 30% of it, so it should be worth it. And I think we could really use getting another winger. In terms of our actual wingers, we've got Ndogbia playing right wing. I'm not really sure where Ndogbia's his best use. Sinclair definitely is a good left winger for me, I find. We've got Grealish here, who seems to be a pretty strong player. If you have a look in terms of potential and that sort of stuff, he seems to be one of our better players. And he's He's an attacking left midfielder, but I do play him on the right, and he's our second best, just behind Bonlahor. So, we could play him there, but Fernand Zogbia, I think, will be the one. Ron Vlaar's our captain. Vice captain is a Bonlahor. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more transfers, to tell you the truth. There could be, potentially. I did go through just before I did this video, and I've sacked a whole bunch of scouts. I'm going to be bringing in a whole bunch of scouts. I find it really limits you. It was sort of frustrating looking through the transfer list of players and then getting English players, and I think maybe some Italian, possibly. I went and applied a logo pack as well, so this is the first time really using a logo pack. But as you can see, first game of the season, taking on Swansea away from home. Did a test run of this a little bit earlier, and it didn't really work out too well in terms of actually recording it, but I think I fixed it up. And we got Man City, and we did okay against them, but I think Swansea should be a much better opponent to go up first against. Now, to talk about the fixtures, now I will cut to sort of a thing of the gameplay, hopefully, while I'm talking about it. But this game against Zulte Waregem or whatever, you see James Tracy, who's Australian, I know who he is, but they're in the Belgian Pro League. Now, I remember looking at this side originally and being like, who the F are these people? And then saw that in the Belgian Pro League, and I was like, it's not the worst thing losing to him. So he had, cleverly got hurt. Vlaar scored a free kick, I believe. I think. I'm pretty good with set pieces, I think. I haven't really trained any of it, but yeah, seemed to be okay. But a 2-1 loss, I wasn't too disheartened, to be honest with you. We then went and played Teplice, who are from the Czech First Division. So we're playing a whole range of different sides. We ended up winning 2-1. I don't think it was a real convincing performance, but it is what it is. We ended up winning. Bonlahor scoring 2 and Prosek scoring for them. Then we took on the GA Eagles. We lost 2-0. It's pretty shitty. Dalf Hill both injured. It's quite disappointing. They're from the Eredivisie. I'm not sure how good of a side they are, but yeah, they're there. And then we took on Yeovil, which was just a simple 2-1 win. In controller, I find we create a lot of chances. We're just not very clinical. Can't finish anything. And then finally, we took on Tel Aviv. Sinclair scoring the lone goal. We weren't very impressed in that game either. It's just another one where, we had all the possession, all the shots, and just couldn't do much with it. But that's coming to the end of this video. I'm not sure how long it's gone for, but this isn't how it's going to be all the time. Like I said, it's going to hopefully be a lot like TrueGeordie and Spencer FC and all that. For their Football Manager videos, would love to do it like that. Also, I should just point out this Carl Hill, or whatever his name is, he seems to be a really good player, so looking to play him a little bit more. I'm just not sure when we'll do that. But I'd like to say thanks for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video. Make sure you come back to episode 2. It'd be very much appreciated. Yeah, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to my channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @MrLuke on YT. And yeah, I'll see you for the next video, guys. Bye.